Alright guys, so I have the brand new summons here for Goku and Vegeta and also Super Janemba. Now, I don't know how to feel about these banners. They're good, but they're not as good as as good as I was expecting. So I think, in terms of overall banners, I think Janemba probably is a little bit better, but they're both still pretty good, I think, overall. Um, I'm probably going to have a really long summon session here, purely because, if you've been subbed to me for a while, I'm a pretty big Fusion fan, so obviously I want as many stars in Gogeta as possible, so we'll see how we go. But I don't want to go, crazy deep either. I did hear there is new summon animations, so we're going to see if we can get them today. I don't know exactly what they are, but we'll see what happens. Now looking at both their kits, I want to see how they look in game first. To me, that's how you properly judge a unit. Like, yeah, obviously you can sort of tell on the kit if they're good or gonna be good, sort of thing like that. But to me, it's better to see it in game, because like if you misinterpret how an ability works or something, for example, or you miscalculate how much damage it could roughly do, and then you look in game and does nothing you expect, it's just a huge letdown, right? So for me, I'd rather get the unit, test them out and fight, and then go, okay, now I think they're best unit in the game, or they're the worst unit in the game, stuff like that. But on paper, at first initial glance, I'd say they're both pretty good units overall, but I want to fully test them out first. But there is, I guess, another big factor on this as well, is both these banners have two separate supporters, and both of them supporters look pretty broken with their abilities. So, to me, I'd say both his banners are must. Is that the new summon animation? Did I see that right? Was that Gohan and yeah, it was Icarus, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this what this animation could be, but we'll play it through. So I think what we'll do, if I did see that right and we get more of them animations, we'll play it out and sort of test to see what animate or what results we get from the animation, and we'll roughly determine what it means. So a lot of sparkings here. I don't know if that indicates anything, or supporter. Okay, maybe indicates supporters. Maybe, I don't know. That would make sense, like an animation just for supporters. But is that hype enough? I mean, it is pretty hype. Have we even got that in Dokkan before? Icarus animation like that? I don't think so. Right, so Blue Skies, yeah, obviously good start here with the summons. Well, Blue Skies to me, I always get typically good luck, fairly good luck with. So we'll see. Whis here, so it could be looking good. I don't know, I think for me to have, I'd say a successful summon session here, I'd want to get both, or at least Gogeta up to 7 stars, and then hopefully 7 stars in Janemba, but we'll see how we go, because I might do I might do what I usually do, and I might go rotation on Gogeta, then Janemba, and then go back and forth sort of thing, or I might just go fully on Gogeta. We'll see how we go. LF here? Okay. I mean, they are still a good unit, obviously, they're just, what's the word, fairly outdated now, I guess is the right word, so not really what we're looking for, but they are still good unit overall. Because probably next year they'll probably get a Zenkai most likely. Maybe. I don't know, like, that was another weird thing with the reveal, well, the Legends information video last night. We didn't even get any Zenkai hints or anything like that. Because I'm assuming next week, if Legends plays it smart, because we should be getting the free play Jiren next week, most likely. And to me, for a good successful week, would you call it an off week? Because it's not. I think I'll call it an off week because it's nothing really too hype drops. I think what they should do is a Zenkai and also drop Jiren. I'm not really too sure who the Zenkai could be, but I think they should do that. A Zenkai and a free play unit, because it gives more content to do in the sort of quieter week until the next banner, because the next banner should be in, what, 2 weeks time? Roughly, I think. Is it 2 weeks? Or 1 week? Because if it's 2 weeks, then I guess they're probably just going to do Jiren next week, the week after the Zenkai, and then the week after that. That'd be 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a 1 week break and then another unit, isn't it? I could be wrong. I can't remember. Because we got an Ultra obviously coming up in the celebration as well. And by the looks of it, it's going to be a full movies campaign here. I'm assuming. I think that's what they said. Because they showed like yeah, I'm assuming it is on the movies campaign. Maybe maybe that's a hint towards the new Dragon Ball event coming next year. Maybe. You never know. I should probably do a video about that. The new Dragon Ball event coming. I mean, I've already done one, but I mean, I won't say too much about it here because I have to be very careful what I say. But there has been some confirmed leaks going around on social media, mainly Twitter, I've heard of. And I know they are correct. So hopefully they don't get put out there anymore. I think someone did fully leak it on Twitter. And then they deleted it pretty quickly, but if that's the case, just be very wary of it because it will ruin the hype if a lot of people do see it. But I won't say too much more on it because, like I said, it's not really my place to say. 'Cause I don't want to ruin the hype of leaks and stuff like that. It depends. Like, I think some leaks are okay to say, depending on the subject and like depending what the leak's about. If it's about the full event, like, oh yeah, we're gonna get, this, then that's obviously a huge L because then when the event comes, not many people are gonna watch it or go to it because they know exactly what's coming. So, and that's why I think it's good that, because obviously back in the day in Legends and Dokkan, there used to be leaks all the time. Like, oh yeah, the next unit's going to be this, or it's going to be this. And it was hype when you saw the leak, right? Obviously, don't get me wrong, it was really hype. But other than that, when the actual unit dropped, I was like, oh, okay, we already know that. Like, it wasn't anything special. And I think that's why the Legends information video last night for me, was pretty hype for me because we didn't get any teasers or nothing like that. Like, obviously, a lot of people, including myself, did expect we'll get Super Gogeta for Legends Fest. But we still didn't know. It was just speculation. At least, if we did get a hint or a teaser, we know, oh yeah, it's most likely going to be them. But we had not really much of an idea. Because it wasn't confirmed, but it was semi-confirmed. Sort of thing, if that makes sense. But I also did predict Daima Goku, so obviously I did get that one wrong, but I did get Super Gogeta, so I guess that's good. Oh, I forgot Caller's on this banner. Damn, okay, maybe I should summon more on Janemba's banner. Because I did need more dupes of Caller, and I think there's more units as well. I think Caller's on it. There's a few more, I can't remember off the top of my head, there's a few more good units on that banner. See, if you've been watching my summon or skip videos, and you've been listening when I've said to skip, can you see now what I mean by these banners? How much better they are than like the trashy Ultra banners I've had or the bait banners? Is that Super Saiyan Bardock? Bro, already? Wow, that's... did not expect that straight away. That was... I mean, not straight away, we're a little bit deep in the summons here, but... Obviously, that's a huge win already. Not the new, well, by the way, that's not the new summon animation I was hinting at before. That's obviously, I guess it's new because it's not that often seen. I've had it a few times. But, yeah, there we go. Obviously guaranteed new copy of Goku and Vegeta. So that's a huge win straight off the bat. Hopefully we get lucky more. And we don't have to go too deep on the banner, but we'll see. Okay, I got a lot of videos to do today. Because I'm recording this after this, I'm going to start recording the Legends Festival medals, guide to that. Then after that video will be the new event taking on, the dual event taking on Goku and Vegeta and also Janemba for the free dupes. Then after that is a new free play scouter, Raditz scouter event, how to get that done quickly. Then after that should be how much countdown, or not countdown medals, how much gold plates I got. So the gold plates, if you're new to the game, the gold plates are basically like you've played Dokkan before. It's the equivalent. So I think you get 1 gold plate per 1,000 Chrono Crystals you spent on Legends. So throughout November 1st of this year, for example, to November 1st of next year, you know, how much CC you spent, you're getting gold plates in the end. So last year I got 100. No, I think it was 1,000. Did we get another one? I think I'm like the skip summon god. Like every time I skip my summons, because I'm like, oh yeah, dead multi, I always, well not always, like 90% of the time get the new unit. Well, not 90%, I just proved it wrong there, but most of the time I skip it on a dead animation, I get the unit. So yeah, I think I'm like the skip. I'm like, I don't know, what's what, like skip animation god sort of thing. I don't know what to call them. What the nicknames could be. Skippy. Maybe I'm Skippy or something. But I guess it's a kangaroo. Well, Skippy's a kangaroo name, so I guess that doesn't really make sense. But you get what I mean. Every time I skip, I usually get the new unit. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I think last year I got 1,000 gold medals, which equivalent in CC is 1 million CC spent. So it's quite a bit. So this year I'm expecting to probably be around that again, maybe a little bit higher than 1 mil CC. But it's not necessarily because I got shafted, because I did get really good luck this year. It's more because of how deep I went on a few banners. So that's probably why I'm going to get a lot, but we'll see when that happens. So yeah, I think tonight that's what, 5 videos I got? Actually, let me double check. I got Summon video, that's 1. Legends Festival medals, that's 2. The other event, the 2 events to do. Another Bardock, by the way. I'm rambling off and just getting Bardocks, that's okay. Maybe I'll keep yapping, maybe I get more luck. Then the 5th one, I've just lost count because the Bardock messed me up. So the summons, and then I got Legends Festival medals, so that's 2. Then the 2 events, so we're up to 4 now. Then the gold plates is 5. Well, plus I got the OSC video I uploaded earlier, so it's a total 6 videos in like a few hours. That's quite a lot of editing to do before I go to bed, so it's gonna be very fun. That's probably like the one good and bad thing about where I am, is like, I think I'm 30 minutes or an hour in front of Japan, so they usually drop stuff when it's a good time for them, and it's usually a good time for me as well. But then it's not the best because it's usually typically later on in the day we get this stuff, like in the afternoon. So by the time I recorded these videos, editing that, it is pretty late, so it is, I wouldn't say I get as bad as most other YouTubers. Cause I think like the Americans have to get up like 6 AM in the morning, which I could do for videos, but like, man, I'd be tired in the morning to do. Like, at least at night time I still got a bit of energy to do these videos. Like, I'm sort of nocturnal in that sort of case. But yeah, I don't think I could wake up that early in the morning. I think I did for Dokkan anniversary this year. They did it early in the mornings, or semi early in the morning. So I guess I've experienced what the Americans have to sort of do. But I think sometimes I have to wake up at like 3 AM in the morning for some reveals. But like I said, because I'm close to Japan time, it's usually a good time for me. So it is pretty good. I think what reset drops for me like 3:30 PM, so it's pretty good. Getting a lot of dupes here units that I need, which is, oh, now I remember there was one video I was meant to record at the start of this week and I forgot, and it was meant to be an account showcase before Legends Fest. Damn, that sucks. Okay, I mean, I did the last account showcase I did for Legends was, I'm pretty sure it was after anniversary. I think after anniversary I did like a recap showing of like all the units I got dupes of, stuff like that. So I'll probably have to do that again after Legends Fest this year. So I have to make sure I remember to do that. Because like I said, I don't plan on going like super duper deep, but we'll see. It depends. I gotta calm down with some of these summons because I always get referred to as Goresh now, which I don't think I summon that much, but I'll take that as a huge compliment though. My account is nowhere near that sort of godly tier, but I mean, I guess it depends. We are getting semi-lucky with them Gotenks there, so I don't know how deep we'll go. Actually, I should have been counting how much CC we've actually spent so far, so I can get a rough idea. Maybe if someone in the comment section could do that, if they watch, well, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it'd be good for everyone, and also me if I don't forget, and like put like a comment down below saying I spent how much CC, and I'll pin it at the top so everyone can see. Because it's good, because then I can go back to videos later on and go, oh yeah, how much I spent on this banner? Oh yeah, I went 100k CC deep, stuff like that. I did do it on one of them, I think, that I've just forgot ever since. It does take a little bit to do, to like go back on editing again and write down. Because like usually when I edit a video, I edit it semi-fast as I can and upload it as fast as I can. Because I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I actually do my own editing and also my own thumbnails and that. Obviously, if you see me on Twitter, I do a lot of editing for like photos there anyway, so the thumbnails are easy. I have to do my video editing and stuff like that. So, I'm not complaining, but that's why it takes me sometimes a little bit longer to get these videos done. It's just because I got more work to do, I guess. But a few other YouTubers do their own editing and that stuff as well, so. But then is it faster getting someone else to edit it? Because I feel like you have to send over all your videos that first, then they have to send it back to you. I'm assuming that's how it works when they get it finished. And then, how does it work with, if like you don't like it, you have to send it back to them, or not send it back to them, but tell them to edit it again? I don't know, I've never thought of that before. I guess that's why like I'm doing it, like when I edit my stuff. Because like I have like, I guess, well, I'm not fully diagnosed, but like, I guess I have a little bit of OCD sort of thing. So like with my like wallpapers and stuff like that, it takes me like ages sometimes to edit stuff because I'm like, no, I don't like that character asset there because it's off the edge a little bit more. And it's the same with my thumbnails. If I don't like, you know, that asset there sticks out too much, I have to go back and fix it, sort of thing. It's like I don't know how it'd be with like video editing and that, because I'd be like really, well, I wouldn't be really picky, but like when my eyes pick up something that looks off, I can't like I can't stop looking at it, sort of thing. So I guess that's probably why it's good for me to edit all my stuff. By the way, getting a lot of Kefla dudes, that's what I really want to see. So in one more dude with Kefla and she's pretty much 14, so that's huge. Is this the first banner she's returned on? I can't remember, is it? I could be wrong. Now I just realised how long this video's been going for already. Super long one. Is this fake out? Yep. Now we're Janemba. How much was that? I feel like we had to go pretty deep for Janemba there. Would it be over 40k CC, I reckon? Maybe it would be close. There's another thing I gotta check out later as well, because you can get I think it's card sleeves and backgrounds for Gogeta and Janemba, but you do have to get them with exchange coins with your summons, so we'll probably check that out later in the video when I finish my summons. But I'll still, because like I said, I do want a 14-star Gogeta, so I will probably record all my summons afterwards, so I won't technically be off camera, but I'll have to like voice over it again. And I might make it like a mini compilation to like 14-star sort of thing, if I go all the way. Can we like screen crack here? That would have been sick. No. The only thing I don't like with these really long summons, is that another Kef? Okay. Is eventually you start running out of things to talk about because the video goes on for that long. And that's sort of the point where I'm at now. I need another dupe of Kefla. That's why I used to, if my summons went for too long, like anything over 10 minutes, I used to like go back into editing and shorten it up and voice over it again. But a lot of people wanted to see the live reaction, so obviously I went back to doing that. But I guess it's good and bad, because like, it's probably good for you guys to see how deep or how much boring summons I have to go through here and there. You know? Hey, there's Kefla, just the wrong one. But yeah, like I said, when you get to like a certain stage, it's very long to talk about things. So let's have a look at the exchange shop first. I mean, that's not too bad. It could be better, but I think we'll get them later. Because I also want to get the LFZ power as well, because that free 600 like LFZ power is a huge pickup. Well, not free, but you know what I mean, 30 medals. By the way, if you obviously do get, I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious, but I'll say it anyway. If you do pull Gogeta or Janemba early on their banner, and you're getting close to like 30 medals and that, use your 30 medals for the free dupe on Gogeta, for example. Don't use the pity one for 50 coins, that's just a waste. Only get the pity if you don't have the unit, basically, that's what I'm getting at. Well, I mean, I guess if you really want to, you can waste an extra 20 medals on it, but I don't really see why you do that, because what I would do in that situation, if I had 50 and I already had Gogeta, for example, I would get the 30 not 30, get the 600 LFZ power, put that into Gogeta, and then use like 14 medals to get 3 tickets, and then have your chance of using your tickets then, and see if you get another copy of Gogeta. To me, that makes the most sense to do, because you're getting, yeah, I guess, you're not wasting as much resources, that makes sense. What else is there to talk about? The free-play Jiren was a little bit of a weird free-play unit to give us. I didn't quite expect Jiren. I don't think that does hinder MUI Goku coming for Legends Fest. It could. I'm not saying it won't, you know, because it definitely could. We don't know, but I think they're just doing it because of a powerful opponent. I think that's what category they're both on. Pretty sure they are. So that's probably the only reason why we got Jiren now. If not, I have no clue what they're dropping Jiren next week. Unless we're getting into the Dragon Ball Super movie. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I mean, who knows, man? We're not getting a movie. We don't fully know it, do we? It's all part of the mystery. Man, these summons are going for way too long. What else is there to talk about? I guess the new Dragon Ball game could be interesting, whether that's going to be, because there should be a game announcement as well, I think they said. I don't think it's going to be a continuation. And, oh, imagine if it was like Dragon Ball Legends 2. And that's when we get the Dungeons mode. Do you guys remember the Dungeons mode they teased about years ago? If you don't remember, I think it was 3rd year anniversary, or like the 3rd year of Dragon Ball Legends. They announced, well, it wasn't an April Fool's thing, before anyone says that, it wasn't April Fool's, but they did announce they were developing a Dungeons mode, and what's the best way to explain it? If you guys have played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon before, by the way, go to game, it's basically, that's what a Dungeons simulation sort of like, so I guess it's like a loot and grab sort of thing. Yet again, how would that work for Legends? I don't know. But it would have been cool to see, but there is, I guess I can say it, a lot of people already saw it on Twitter already, there is a new PvE sort of event coming out soon, with its own rankings that, so it's sort of like, I'm assuming the rankings are sort of work like, I forgot what it's called now. Legends ranking, like Legends ranking sort of thing. Oh yeah, I forgot that Piccolo and Goku there as well. But yeah, I don't know what we don't know what the event's gonna be. I thought they were gonna announce it last night. That's why the video went for so long. But I think the Legends information video with like 51 minutes or something was ridiculously long. Actually, that's the weird thing I could bring up. So obviously, like I said before, early in the video, is Japan, or like I said, Dragon Ball games usually work around Japan time to bring out good, good points to drop summons and stuff like that. But for some weird reason, for Legends, or Dogen does as well, but mainly Legends, when they release a new reveals and stuff, Legends information, whatever it's going to be, it's at 12 o'clock at night for them. Which is incredibly weird because like, obviously for me it means it's going to be 12:30. But like, why do they make the summons drop at a good time for Japan, and then and then have the videos at such a late time? Because like last night the video didn't end for me till like what 1:30 in the morning, so it was ridiculously late. So that's why I'm a little bit tired making these videos. But hey, got to get on the grind, you know. By the way, we haven't got many supporters in these summons, which is a bit weird because they usually have a pretty good rate. Unless they've changed it again. I did see in the data download, there was what they do? They put the legendary Super Saiyan Broly free to play like boss thing in in the summons for some weird reason. I don't know if they fixed that or not, but that could be why we're not getting good rates here. It could be bugged, but I doubt it. Actually, I just realized there's gonna be another late night for me as well. Time I get all these videos recorded, a minimum is probably gonna be like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So by the time I edit all these videos, it's gonna long night. But hey, it'll be worth it. Especially if these summons all of a sudden get really good, that'd be even better. But I am chasing the new summon animation as well. So we got the Icarus one, Gohan and Icarus, but we want the other one. I'm assuming the other one has something to do with Super Gogeta, but I'm not too sure just yet. But I would assume it would be, right? It has to be. Okay, Goku's then beat up again. I think we'll probably wrap up the summon soon because these are getting ridiculously long. We're not really getting anything good here unless this multi we get something good. But I doubt it at this rate. The luck's sort of going away a little bit. Alright, anything good here? What else did I talk about? I guess we can... Actually, what do you guys think we're going to get in the new PvE sort of event thing, whatever it's going to be, for the rankings? I'm very interested in what it could be. I don't even have like any clue what it could be, to be honest. It could be a lot of things, like realistically, but I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Could it be the dungeons mode? I doubt it, but I guess technically it could. What other sort of event could they do for it? Unless they do like a tower battle thing. Actually, they could do that. Because what game would I play recently? Well, Street Fighter. There's Street Fighter phone game. Like, oh, I can't remember what they call it. But it was like a tower event. And the higher you go, because I'd call that PvE. The higher you go on the tower, it shows on your rankings like, oh yeah, like Rustic got to level 1000. The tower level, he's the highest to do it, sort of thing. They could do something like that because we've obviously got heaps of tower battles events in Legends, so they could do something like that if they want. But whether they do or not, it's another story. I could do... Should I do videos on Street Fighter? Maybe, I don't know. Like, I usually like to try and stick to mainly Dragon Ball on this account and Pokemon. I would have done Naruto Blazing if that was still a thing. I'm a huge Naruto fan as well. But sadly, that game's been shut down for a while now, so it does suck. I could do the One Piece games, but yet again, I guess that's the hard thing with doing Dragon Ball. Well, not Dragon Ball, but YouTube in general, is you want to try and stick to like a good group to do. Like for example, I want to do more Gekishin Squadra videos, but there's two big issues with that. One, obviously I'm in Australia, so I'm playing Oceania servers, and if you don't know, Oceania servers are just terrible at any game. That's why I guess I'll explain it again. I can do PvP videos, right? But for me, just remember, this is to get into a match. Not play the match, to get, like, search and find one. It takes me 15 minutes. 15 minutes per one. So, you know, for me to get into God rank, it's going to take way too long. Plus, you remember, when you get up to higher ranks, it takes longer to find an opponent. So that's why I don't do PvP videos. I could, but they take way too long. Like, I think the last one I did was for the Legends cards that I got ages ago. I did one then, and I think it took me like, I think 5 to 10 minutes to find a match for both of them. So that wasn't too bad, I guess. Every time I skip, man. Well, there's another Goku Vegeta. Skippy's back. Maybe I should have my new nickname, Skippy. Should we stop with the summons here? I think we should. We're getting way too deep in the summons. So I'll pick these up. So there's 5 there for Goku Vegeta. Art sleeves there. Another 5 there. So there's what, total 20 you need? Just for these packs here. Well, the card sleeves and also the packs. Which I guess isn't too bad, but it's still a lot. These should be for free, by the way. You shouldn't have to use your summon coins for this. Even with the paid packs you get in the shops, you should not have to pay a ridiculous amount of money for in-game stuff like wallpapers. And that's literally ridiculous. Alright, but we got them. We'll look at the art stuff for the characters, and we'll probably wrap up the video. Oh yeah, they changed the display, didn't they? Yep. So yeah, there's the summons there. We got fairly lucky with Gotenks, I'd say, and obviously fairly lucky with Goku and Vegeta. We got to the requirement I wanted them to get to. So it's a huge win. Janemba, I'm not really too fussed about. We'll get more details to him later. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you did summon this banner, let me know how you guys went. If you got really lucky, if you got shafted, stuff like that. Hopefully you got really lucky. And yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more of these type of like summons or guides and stuff like that, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you as I win the next one.